In 2023, I started building a personal brand on LinkedIn and YouTube to get more clients for my business. And what I did in the beginning is I tried to follow all of the advice from the biggest channels on YouTube on how to grow it. But after posting quite a little bit of videos for me and my clients, I realized that if I actually want to grow my YouTube channel to support my business in as little time as possible, I have to actually do the very opposite of what all of these channels were talking about. And I could see that because as soon as I started creating content that went against this advice, I started getting more people interested in my offers and also more people reaching out at wanting to work with me. Now, I still have a very small personal brand myself, but I developed a system to create YouTube videos in less than 3 hours a month. And in this video, I want to tell you my experience on why the advice most people on the internet give on how to grow a personal brand didn't work for me and didn't bring me any clients. Also, why just pressing record was not actually that good of an idea, and the one step that I do for every client from then on to make sure we are targeting the right audience before we hit record, and also the method I use to make sure every piece of content gets as much reach as possible right off the bat. But first, why did the tactics of those big channels not work for me? And the reason is all of those big channels that talk about how to grow on YouTube, they started about 10 years ago, and YouTube landscape at that time was very different, and it focused a lot more on trying to push videos to broad audiences to entertain them. But it didn't allow for small YouTubers to grow as quickly as it does today. And since then, YouTube as a company and also the algorithm has changed quite a bit. And what they started doing in 2024 is they started pushing niche creators. And what this means if you're a founder is that you don't need to create videos for broad audiences and attract a massive audience to build a business off of YouTube. Now, when I followed the advice from the big YouTube channels that started about 10 years ago, I was starting to get a lot of views, a lot of likes and stuff like that. But what happened is I started to build an audience of people who actually weren't in my target audience for my business, and if I wanted to sell something to them, they were actually not a fit for the offer. And the only thing I was actually being left with is a growing YouTube channel, but a lot of people who are not interested in my offer. And what I realized is that all of these channels, they have the growth tactics for entertainers, for people who are targeting broad audiences, who just want to get views in so they can use AdSense from YouTube and monetize that way. But for me as a founder, what I wanted is a smaller audience of people who have the exact pain points and problems that I solve, so that I could sell my offers to them and they would actually be a fit for it. And what I started recently is I started focusing on content that basically goes opposed to all of that advice targeting growing on YouTube and getting tons of views, and focuses on getting that niche audience of potential clients. It gets less views, but it gets people who are interested in my offer and can convert later down the line when they build trust. And that's what it's all about. And that's how I can actually build a business off of that audience. So when I realized this, I changed the system of how I produce videos for every client and also me. And I introduced a step in between, and that's creating a content strategy that narrows down my audience to talking about their pain points, desires, misconceptions, fears, everything that I know about them. Because my business is essentially solving those pain points already. And if I talk about how to solve those pain points online, I'm going to track the audience that has those pain points because they're going to want to solve them. And I'm going to be the first person they think about when they decide to want to pay somebody to try and solve their pain points for them. So right now, I'm going to show you what this content strategy looks like and how I have it structured in here. And this content strategy is actually a part of the 3-hour YouTube system that I use for me and all my clients to create videos in less than 3 hours a month. So if you want to get it and just write in all of your clients' pain points and problems and misconceptions so you can create content fast and get ideas in minutes, you can download it for free in the description below and just go on and use it. And you'll also get weekly emails with YouTube tips for founders from me too. So how this content strategy looks like is I have all of my clients pain points in here, misconceptions in here. For example, I know my clients who are founders, they have to spend a ton of time creating content, or they don't like the thought of spending a lot of time creating content. So I talk about how to spend less time creating content and get the same results. They don't know what platforms to focus on. They have too much advice online, which I'm targeting right now with this video. So if you have a content strategy like this set up, you can basically never run out of ideas, because whenever you are thinking about a video to make, you just go in here and go okay, let's focus on no strategy to follow, and create a video about let's say for me, how to create a strategy for your YouTube channel in less than 1 hour, for example. Now the hardest part about this is actually finding out what pain points really matter to your audience. There's a couple ways I do this, and one is doing interviews with my clients, asking my past clients what the best parts of my coachings were, what made them the most progress. I'm also asking my prospects why they're deciding to buy from me, what their biggest pain points are, what they're most frustrated about. So I get all that information and I can use it and just put it in here. And whenever I'm on a sales call and I see something new, I just put it down here at the bottom and I have the ideas at hand. Now again, if you want to use this content strategy and just have it in there, this is actually a part of a bigger system. If you click the link below, there will be a short description on how to use it, me talking on a video, and you can just go ahead. But actually just having pain points outlined isn't enough to grow on YouTube just automatically, because what really makes the difference between videos working and videos not working is that the videos that work actually talk about topics that are in demand. And I have a method that I use to find out which topics and pain points and misconceptions are in demand with my target audience. So essentially what we're trying to do is just find a pain point, desire, misconception, or fear, find which one has the most demand behind it, and just make a video about that. And what this is going to do is it's going to make our videos perform better and grow our channel faster than if we just make videos about things that are not in demand. And the best way I found to find those topics is using vidIQ, which is a app that's really good, where you can see what's in demand and what's not really easily. And I'm going to show you how now. You can also get it in the description. When you open up vidIQ, you can go under the competitors tab. And in here, you can add in your competitors that talk about the same topics. Now, for me, those are Think Media, Ali Abdal, Film Booth, J Clouds, Creator Booth, and let's say today I'm focusing on Creator Booth, and I just have his YouTube channel opened up in here. Now, what vidIQ is going to show me is it's going to show me on one hand how many views per hour each video is getting, but the more useful metric right now is how much each video is outperforming the average of that channel at any moment in time. So for example, this video that has the 1x, this video is basically the average of this channel. And this video that has 6x, this video is outperforming the channel average by 6 times. So this means this topic is really good and it's in demand. And what I can see, for example, in this channel is that videos about how small YouTubers are making big money are performing really well. Actually, videos about how to make money on YouTube are working really well, but as you can see here, the niche YouTuber making 30 million a year, how small YouTubers are making big money in 24, it all points to, if I talk about how to make money on YouTube, but with a small audience, a lot of people are gonna grab at that topic because it's in demand. Because every video that he makes about that outperforms his channel average. Now, by the way, if you're a founder and you wanna grow on YouTube in less than 3 hours a month, if that's something you want and have clarity around what equipment to use, what strategy to use, what topics to talk about, I have a coaching program, and if you want to grow on YouTube in less than 3 hours a month, you can book the call down in the description and I'll see you on the call. But regarding this system, even if you have all of the pain points and everything outlined and you start creating videos, it's hard to build trust with people if they just hop on your channel, watch one of your videos, and then bounce back. And you can think of a situation where you just watch one of the videos from a person and think of, did you want to buy from their offer? And the answer is probably no, at least in my experience, that's it. But sometimes you fall into a rabbit hole of videos where you just keep going and keep going and keep going, and then before you kind of know it, you start clicking on the offers, and at least for me, I start going and applying to the newsletters and everything else, and I get into the nurture system, and sometimes I buy the stuff that they sell. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to create those YouTube rabbit holes, how to link videos together in a way where you get really good click-through rates at the end of the video, and the people just keep watching your videos and can't stop, and that way you can get people to build trust faster, to know you better, and to get more interested in your offer and book a call with you in the end. And if you want to watch it, you can watch it here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.